Okay, we're back with another episode of High Rated Edison today, and today we have Cuckoo Riknu, whatever, on 1012 going up against Burnt Toast Theory on 852. Now, I guess technically this isn't the high rated because only one of them's in the top 200, but you know these guys, we've seen them before. Both these guys have been top 100 players before, both featured on the channel before, really good to watch, really high level guys, and also one of them's playing some nonsense, so I'm a little bit more lax about ratings when someone is on some nonsense. So opening hands are Dark Valkyria, which is a, I don't think I've covered this one before, level 4 Dark Fairy Gemini monster. Gemini effect is once while this card is face up on the field, you can place a spell counter on it, gains 300 attack, and you can remove a spell counter from this card, then target one monster on the field and destroy the target. Starlight Road, Reinforced Truth, special summon one level 2 or lower warrior type a monster from your deck. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card, but you usually end up activating this in your opponent's turn. I think this is used for the little level 2 Gemini, the one that survives a battle, I think. So hopefully we see that. Gemini Spark and Ultimate Offering, which is really cool with the Geminis for obvious reasons, allowing you to summon them with their Gemini effect, really quickly. Deep Prison, Torrential, Heavy, Braincon, Dupe, and Mirror Force in Burnt Toast Theory's hand. So let's see how it starts. Just going to set the Dupe, set the Deep Prison now. Past Return is another copy of Dark Valkyria. They're going to summon that out now. This is going to attempt to get in. They're going to hit it with the Deep Prison. And that's going to result in a Gemini Spark to pop this Dupe Frog. Wow, that is terrible for Burnt Toast Theory. Yeah, I mean, I think you just let them hit the Dupe Frog, no? Did you really want to keep it hidden that badly? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Burnt Toast Theory is a hell of a player, so I'm sure they had something in mind for that, but maybe they're just getting thrown off by these random ass cards that they're coming up against. Draw off the Gemini Spark with another copy of Gemini Spark as well, which is incredible considering they've got another Gemini. Going to set the Ultimate Offering now. Oh, I'm going to set it all now. Starlight, Reinforced Truth, and Gemini Spark going down. Passing it over. Draw for turn is Trap Dust Shoot. This Heavy Storm, yeah, I mean, it's looking a lot like a Heavy Storm that takes, 4,000 life points off your opponent, not summons a Stardust for them, right? Right, wrong. Wrong. Okay, Heavy Storm into the Starlight Road now. Brings out the Stardust. They're going to set the Mirror Force now. Set the TT. And pass in end phase. They're going to Reinforce Truth. Yeah, this is one. Gemini Soldier. That's it. It's a level 2 Wind Warrior Gemini monster. Once per turn. If this card would be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed. If this card battles after damage calculation, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Gemini monster from your deck, except Gemini Soldier. Okay, cool. It's also a little bit of a recruiter then. Nice. Okay, past draw for 10 is the Trap Dust Shoot. Yeah, it's going to be dead for a long time. Ultimate Offering now. Yeah, this is rough. These are, yeah, Stardust can only take one of these out. So Dark Valkyria coming down now. Yeah, Torrential going to go off. Stardust going to go off now. Yep, and then Soldier getting Gemini summoned under Ultimate Offering. Yep, and going to attempt to get in. Unfortunately, that's going to get hit with Mirror Force, so they're going to lose. Well, I guess they can Gemini Spark the Mirror Force as well for an extra draw. Yeah, they pick up Ultimate Offering, but they're going to lose both their monsters there. Just going to set the Trap Dust Shoot as a bit of a bluff. Pass it over. Draw for turn is Tomato. Nice, good to see. So Tomato going to go in. What is this then? It's got frogs and it's got Tomato. Okay. Draw for turn is another copy of Gemini Spark. That's all 3 copies. Draw for turn is Mindcon. Yeah, they might actually. Yeah, they are going to play into this Trap Dust Shoot unless it's an MST off the top. Draw for turn is another copy of Reinforced Truth, and they got the Gemini Spark now. I think you just get these both set. No, leaving Gemini Spark in hand. Okay. Draw for turn is a Spirit Reaper, which is going to get put back with the Dust Shoot. Yeah. Tomato going to go in now. Going to get met with Reinforced Truth. And then, oh yeah, and then they can Ultimate Offering summon it again so it won't be destroyed. Oh, baby. And it's going to get the effect to summon a warrior. Wow. Another Gemini. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Okay, pass draw for 10 is Mirror Force. They can normal summon the Dark Valkyria again and take out the Mystic Tomato without battle as well. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to mark this with it being Gemini summoned now, because normally you do it with a counter, but this also has spell counters, but I'm sure the guys will keep track of it. Sets the Mirror Force, sets a Gemini Spark now, and gets in with both. That brings out a Tuned Magician, Spellcaster Gemini, level 4, Wind. Never read this one before. That's the worst Gemini effect I've ever seen. If it's a Gemini summoned, then it's treated as a tuner. That is the worst Gemini effect. I'm assuming it's because it's big. Right, it's 18. Right, I'm assuming that's the reason. What's this replay? God, I feel like I'm in a fever dream. Okay, everyone getting in and then passing over. Draw for turn is Goblin Zombie. Yeah, they've got lots they can do here. They can Brain Con, take the Dark Valkyria. Yep. Yeah, I was going to say it's used once. It is not hard once. Once while this card is face up on the field. You can place one spell counter on it. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you can use this again. Yeah, you would need to like Brain Con it before it's Gemini summoned and then Gemini summon it. But then you wouldn't be able to Goblin Zombie. Okay, gonna try and attack here, and that's gonna get met with a Mirror Force now. Goblin Zombie gonna go off and grab Plague. Yeah, they can set the Dust Shoot and see if they survive. Looks like they're going to. Draw for turn is Book there. Yeah, so Gemini Soldier gonna get in, and then... Oh no, they're not gonna survive, sorry. Yeah, because Gemini Soldier still has its effect. And this is to Tuned Magician for the game. This is the worst match I've ever watched. I'm ripping him a little bit. It's cool. It's cool. I just don't understand what's going on. Okay, it's Ultimate Offering Gemini Spark. Oh, god damn, I'm going to have to read another Gemini card. Evocator Chevalier. Yeah, whatever. Warrior Gemini, level 4 Fire. When it's Gemini summoned, you can send one face-up equip card you control to the graveyard, then target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. I don't think we saw any equips, so I'm assuming again it's just because it's big. Reinforced Truth and Book of Moon, Swap Frog, Zombie Master, Mind Con, Brain Con, Gale and Gauze. Wow, Burnt Toast Theory loves drawing these together. Okay, Swap Frog, dump, Treeborn, bounce back. Pass, draw for turn is Gemini Soldier, thankfully one we don't have to cover again. They're going to summon the Chevalier and get in for 19. That's going to elicit the Gauze now. Yeah, just going to set it all again. Yeah, I think you kind of have to. You had to start like last time. There's no way they're going to heavy storm you if they see you set 3. Right? Okay, draw is bottomless, so we're not going to find out. I'm going to stick the Gauze to attack. Yeah, that's going to walk over, and then the token in for some damage. We're going to reinforce Truth in battle phase. Yeah, main 2, they're going to take it. Summon the Gale. Yeah, they haven't normal summoned. God damn. Okay. Yeah, this is a very helpful level 6. This is a Goyo now. Set the bottomless and pass it over. Wow, that was a pretty good turn. Okay, draw for turn is D-Prison. They're going to summon the Gemini Soldier. Ultimate Offering the Gemini Soldier. When you Gemini summon, can you change it to defense? No. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I was tripping there for a bit. Okay. Set the book and pass. I was gonna say I was learning today. Evidently I'm not learning. It was just a misclick. Okay. Draw for turn is sub. They're gonna take the Gemini Soldier. Yeah, this is a little bit unfortunate. Gonna get in. Gauze. Gets met with the D-Prison, yeah, and then the Goyo can walk as well. Is the Gauze the one you get rid of? Is it not the Goyo? Okay. Substowed, yep, and yeah, fair enough. I think the Gemini player's seen enough. I definitely have. And I'm losing my mind in this match, by the way. If it's not evident to everyone watching, I'm losing my mind thinking that Geminis could then re-summon in face-up defense position. So whatever. Yeah, if you're seeing this one, I've had a really bad week, and this was the best of a bad bunch of videos. It's Lightning Vortex, Sub, Brain, Book of Life, and Heavy Storm, Tuned, Ultimate Offering, Dark Valkyria, Mirror Force, Chevalier, and D Prison. So I've just realised as well, this is probably Chevalier or something like that. Sets Ultimate Offering, Pass, Short Turn is Mizuki, Heavy Storm, Brain Con, yep, Sub, nice, 100, 1900, and then Full Frog combo, yep, Chevalier, definitely Chevalier. Okay, ending on Sub and Dupe, Soft Lock, and then they've got Gemini Summoner. This is a draw for turn. Another, not a Gemini monster. Okay, nice change of pace. So level 4 water spellcaster effect monster. Once per turn during your opponent's end phase, you can pay 500 life points. Normal summon / set one Gemini monster from your hand, or normal summon one face up Gemini monster you control. The first time this card will be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed, and it's 1500. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. Yeah. So going to summon the Gemini Summoner, set D Prison, set Mirror Force, and pass it over. Draw for turn is a Caius. Oof, jeez. Okay. Treeborn coming back now. Yeah, going to Caius away the Gemini. Going to get him for 24. Pass it over. Draw for turn is Supervise. Here we go. This is a card I know what does. Going to bring out the Dark Valkyria and then Supervise. Yeah, get rid of the Subsitoad and then end phase. Pass it over. Is that good? Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Okay, draw for turn is D Prison. They're going to bring back the Treeborn now. Kai's going to attempt to get in. Oh, surely we're D Prison in or Mirror Force in that or something. No? Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. It comes back, I guess. Yeah, I guess you don't need to. Yeah, I guess you don't need to. Supervise does bring it back. Lightning Vortex going to pitch the Mizuki to get rid of it for good this time. Set the D Prison now and pass it over. Draw for turn is a Gemini Soldier. Yeah, Gemini Soldier and then pass. Going to summon out. Oh, sorry, going to draw into the Goblin Zombie. Sorry. Goblin Zombie going to attempt to get in. Going to get met with the D Prison now. Caius going to attempt to get in. Going to get met with the Mirror Force. Yeah, I like this. This is nice. It feels bad to not just use Mirror Force, but yeah, you really didn't want Goblin Zombie going to the grave, so I think that's fine. In fact, yeah, yeah, I think that's really good. I think that's really good for so many reasons. Mizuki, in fact, the other one. Okay, draw for turn is Ultimate Offering now. Yeah, they're going to Gemini summon this, attempt to attack in. It's going to get hit with a D Prison. Oh no, no, not our Gemini player going down. Okay, I'm going to set the Ultimate Offering past. Draw for Tennis Book of Life is Raigeki Break. Sorry, they're going to Book of Life away for Mizuki. Battle phase getting for 17. That's going to get met with Ultimate Offering to summon out the Tuned Magician. Very nice. Very nice. Not going to redeclare that, obviously. Set the Raigeki Break and pass. Draw for Tennis Gemini Spark now. Going to set that Gemini Spark and pass it over. Draw for turn is Breaker. Breaker coming down. Adding the counter. I'm going to attempt to get in. That's going to get met with Gemini Spark on the Breaker. Pick up his Trap Dust Shoot now. Mizuki going to get in for 17. Oh, they need something good here. It's not that. Oh, no way. No way. Well played. Good game. Yeah. Okay. It was as well. It was a good game. The commentary needed improvement massively, but it was a good game. This was really cool. I've never seen half of these cards before. This doesn't even look like an Edison card, right? It just doesn't. It looks like some kind of pendulum magician card. It does not look like an Edison card. But yeah, they're all Geminis. There's some really cool card choices in here. I think the trap that summons the monster, the warrior monster, is really cool. Obviously, use of Ultimate Offerings key. It just feels like the Gemini pool's not that deep. Because really, I mean, I guess this does. I guess they are playing supervised, so they can use this effect. And actually, it would be pretty killer if you've got this up, equipped with a supervised, and then you've got like a Gemini engrave, so that you can like normal summon it, or you can special summon it. You can special summon a different Gemini. Do you know what I mean? You can flood the field that way. That's really cool. Tooned Magician, this is the worst. This is the worst Gemini monster I've ever seen in my life. But I mean, it's a Gemini and it's pretty big, so I get why they're playing it. This deck is really creative though. Ultimately, it's really creative. It's interesting. It's hard to interact with in some ways. Ultimate Offering, we've seen in the Ponce decks before, makes it really difficult to kind of know how to play into it. Gemini Soldier's fantastic. I thought that card was really cool. Gemini Summoner, we didn't get to see go off, but was really cool. And then Dark Valkyria, yeah, probably one of your main forms of kind of monster removal in a deck that doesn't have like that many big monsters. Really cool. Yeah, I just don't know what to say about it. I don't know enough about these cards. But I enjoyed watching it. It was different. It was very intricately like made and played. So happy with that. This I don't think we really saw the zombie frog synergy on this side from Burnt Toast Theory. But you know, I believe it's there. They both kind of can dump a bunch of stuff to the graveyard really quickly and combo from there. Either way, you know, we saw Book of Life come in handy. Yeah, and there's good zombie cards in Edison. There's good frog cards. Why not see what they can do together? So I liked watching this match, even if I did lose my mind a little bit. I hope you guys had fun too.